Diggs is currently on trial over allegations that he assaulted his former personal chef back in December of 2025. Here's the key part: Diggs is denying everything, saying that alleged assault never happened. Now, let's break it down. According to reports, the case centers around an incident that allegedly took place at Diggs' home in Massachusetts. The woman involved, who worked as his personal chef, claims that an argument escalated into a physical altercation. She testified that Diggs slapped her and attempted to choke her during the incident, saying she struggled to breathe. Prosecutors are using that testimony to support charges that include felony strangulation and misdemeanor assault. But Diggs' legal team is pushing back hard. His defense says none of that actually happened. They claim the entire story is false and argue that there is no physical evidence proving that the assault took place. They also suggest the situation may be tied to a financial dispute between Diggs and the woman, including disagreements over money and employment issues. And that's where it gets complicated because during the trial, it came out that the relationship between Diggs and the accuser wasn't strictly professional. Testimonies revealed that the two had a prior personal relationship before she was hired as the chef, something that adds another layer to the case. Prosecutors say the alleged incident started after an argument over text messages. The situation reportedly escalated when Diggs entered her room while upset. But again, the defense said that version of events is completely inaccurate. Diggs has already pleaded not guilty to all charges, and his lawyers are expected to challenge the credibility and accusations throughout the trial. Now, let's talk about what's at stake here. This isn't just about the courtroom, it could impact Diggs' entire career. At the time of the allegations, he was playing for the New England Patriots, but he has since been released and is currently a free agent. That means NFL teams are watching this situation closely. If he's found guilty, he could face serious legal consequences, including potential jail time and possibly discipline from the league under its personal conduct policy. Even if he's not convicted, situations like this can still affect the player's reputation and future opportunities. Right now, the trial is expected to move quickly, with both sides presented their arguments over the next few days. And at the end of it all, it will come down to one thing: who the jury believes.
Stefon, do you have anything to say about these allegations? Any comment?
How you feeling this morning?
Any comments, Stefon?
I'm sorry.
Any comments, Stefon?
Commonwealth just described in their opening statement in only a few sentences. It never happened. Did not happen. There was no strangulation. There was no assault. There was no incident on December 2nd or any other day. There were 6 people in Mr. Diggs' home on December 2nd, and not one heard or saw anything out of the ordinary. The Commonwealth has no physical evidence. There are no medical records. There are no photos or videos showing any injuries. There are videos showing no injuries at all.
We had it started out as friends. We met. It started out as friends, became mutual, and we would meet up, hang out, and we decided I would come work for him like February of 2025.
So you said February 2025, you and he talked about you working for him?
Yes.
And that's as a private chef?
Yes.
What were the sort of terms of your employment? Like were you going to be living with him?
Yes.
And did you would you cook just for him or for other people as well?
Yes. I would cook for whoever was in the house.
And I know you mentioned earlier your breakfast. Is that the sort of standard? Was it every day breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then?
Yes. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks.
And how much did you get paid for this?
We agreed on $2,000 a week.
And how did you get paid?
Finance office would pay me. An Instagram DM message was sent to his child's mother's friend, and this message was stating that I was telling his personal business of women that he was sleeping with that worked with us, that worked with me, And yeah,
And so-
as far as I can remember what that message said.
And
So
how did this create friction within the people working for Mr. Diggs?
I was confronted by Mr. Diggs if I said these things. But it had already been Mr. Diggs had a ongoing sexual relationship with Lindsay Bolin, and this person, she didn't like me, that fact that I was in the house.
So you mentioned
He asked me what was I doing for the week, and I asked him, oh, so you weren't going to tell me that I wasn't able to come to Art Basel? And he explained why, and it was because of the situation with me and the other coworker, Lindsay Bolin. And I was upset with him, not upset at the fact I couldn't go to Art Basel. Me and him have a relationship for over 4.5 years. He could have told me weeks ahead of time, because me and his girlfriend, Cardi B, we were talking about having like outfits and stuff. It was like a whole thing being planned, and he just waited to the last day. So I was more upset with him not letting me know I wasn't going to come like at an earlier time.
when you're in your bedroom by yourself, what if anything were you doing?
I was sitting on the bed, laying across the bed. To my recollection, it was true. We did discuss money and payment.
Ms. Adams, you just testified under oath about what happened on December 2nd.
Okay, I also didn't put in the police report our sexual relationship because I was ashamed. The police report got
Statements
me.
happening, and the first witness, the personal private chef of Stefon Diggs, taking the stand. Stefon Diggs is facing felony strangulation or suffocation and misdemeanor assault and battery charges. The two sides taking very different approaches to opening statements.
Swear the testimony.
There's been some contentious back and forth between Diggs's live-in personal chef, Jamila Mila Adams, and the defense. Adams testifies that her relationship with Diggs started as a friendship, then turned sexual, then turned professional. The prosecution says there were arguments between Adams and Diggs's entourage, and it all came to a head when there was an argument between Diggs and Adams about payment. That's when Adams says Diggs entered her rooms, smacked her in the face, and choked her. Adams says she was in a state of shock and did not take any photos or videos of any redness or bruising from the incident. But the defense showed the jury dash cam footage and a video of Adams in the days following the incident, showing that she had no physical